Hello again to all of my many friends, also to my many enemies. Once again, this is episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off, and right now I am doing this video right from the Jefferson Line bus that I'm on. I'm leaving my parents' town in Minnesota, getting ready to head back to Chicago. Oh yeah, getting ready to go home back there. Got to get back home and do the right thing, or at least try anyway. But I decided to bring you this story. So what I'm going to do is play you this clip, because what do we have? We have another example of a white woman calling the police on a black man for doing extraordinary things. So this was taped, this encounter, and now this particular woman has earned the title of off-cart Gail, and this took place on Saturday in Florida. So right now, let me play you the clip, and I'm going to come right back with the rest of my commentary.
They had a bad call with my son, and I told him, I said, hey, the ref is right. Always right, because I've always talked. And I said, hey, and that's it. She thought I was yelling at the ref, so she came over. And I'm like, ma'am, I was not. She come on, what did you? I said, no, ma'am, I was talking to my son, nobody else. And I said, well, I wanted you to reiterate that. I said, no, ma'am, I was only talking to my son, and that's it. But she kept going. I'm like, ma'am, I'm done with it. Then she's like, well, that's the way you feel. You can just leave it. I just called the police. I'm like, well, what I did? I didn't do anything.
So I go over, and he does. He says, I said nothing to the referee. I was talking to my son. And I said, okay. And I went on to try to explain, hey, we're trying to make sure everything, thank you, I'm glad. And then he just got, nasty with me. I'm not talking to you anymore. We're done with this.
No, I just want to make sure this man is safe. Period. This situation, from this entire situation, from everything.
I'm not going to do anything to him. We know each other. We done introduced each other and talked.
Great.
Okay.
I don't understand why this woman felt the need to call the police on this man.
Call the police at any time for any reason. We'll respond. We'll talk to him. And I'm sorry, are you on your phone?
Absolutely.
No. I didn't want to interrupt you if you were talking.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm recording.
Okay. Well,
I've never in my life seen anything like this happen to somebody. The gentleman before him, absolutely rude, screaming. This man said, hey, I'm only talking to my son. The son.
I'm sorry about that. I've been called to help referee the disturbance.
So
and I'm going to do that.
I felt that this woman sat there on her cart and was a very intimidating presence. She herself, hey, good call, yeah, hollering at the refs. It was a non-issue until it was a parent or somebody else. And then she came zooming around. So she's sitting there just waiting and creating tension. And to sit and follow this man out when he said, hey, I'm going to leave. I don't want an issue. So why she felt it was necessary when he voluntarily left of his own accord to avoid an issue, she felt I'm still going to call the cops on you.
She can do that.
Which, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. She can do that. That's allowed.
But he had already said, hey, I don't want an issue, and I'm going to leave.
It's still okay.
So
it's okay.
So that's all. I'm just.
Okay. We'll take care of it.
I don't.
Okay, now you just saw that clip, and that falls under the category of fair use. And that was something I found on Facebook. For white people, or especially white women, calling the police on black people for doing extraordinary things. This guy, he was talking to his son. And so what? Even if he had been talking to the referee, it was none of her business, and it was no right for her to try to call the police. Because whenever people like this call the police, that's the only thing that they want to occur is they're hoping for the death of another black person, because they're hoping it can be a confrontation in between an officer and a black person, and the officer will end up killing this black person. So like I said in the last video, that white people have used the police as their personal gang or their personal goon and hit squad in order to assassinate and kill black people. And this is something that should not be allowed. And even the officer, to me, was feeding in a little bit to it when he says that anybody can call the police anytime for any reason. No, I disagree. So for me, the only reason why you should call the police, it should have to be an emergency, nothing else. And if it were me, I would try to bring charges against this woman for misuse of 911. It just doesn't make any kind of sense, the climate that we have in this country. And one day, if this keeps up, somebody is going to get hurt. Somebody's going to do something to one of these people who decided to call the police on someone. Because this needs to stop. You know, instead of talking about their problems, the first thing people want to do is call the police. I mean, we saw it recently in New York, and we saw it in St. Louis, and you know, we've seen it all over. And I mean, people, they don't do enough to talk out their problems. The first thing that they want to jump to is to always call the police. And I think it's a shame, especially the climate that we're in, when police are killing and hurting and maiming people, to call the police. None of us should support or trust the system of justice that we have in this country now. So that's where I'm going to leave it. If anybody has anything to say, be sure to leave a comment down below. And if anybody liked this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And stay tuned for another episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off. Until next time, peace and blessings to all.